What's up, everyone? It's Gabby Trades, and welcome back to the channel. The S&P 500 closed out May with its best performance since 1990s, you guys. That is usually what's supposed to signal a strong investor confidence, but that's not what we're really seeing because we have many factors that are influencing the market direction, and I think it's going to continue for the coming weeks. So let's go back to JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon. He's cautioning again that the US bond market could face significant challenges due to rising national debt. We know it's very bad. He's emphasizing that without any fiscal reforms, a market disruption is completely inevitable, though the timing of it, of course, is uncertain. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Now, the U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent countered Dimon. He countered his concern, and he asserted that the U.S. will not default on its debt, and plans are in place to reduce the deficit over the next 4 years. Now, after all this, President Trump announced plans to double tariffs on steel and aluminum imports from 25% to 50%, aiming to protect, of course, the domestic industries. Now, the market didn't take that lightly at all. In fact, it raised concerns about potential impacts on the global trade and domestic prices in general. He was not done with that, of course, and then he started accusing China of violating that Geneva Agreement by restricting exports of rare earth minerals and not fulfilling the commitment to reduce non-tariff barriers. So, of course, the resurgence of these trade tensions has led, again, the market to this high volatility environment with investors seeking safe haven assets like gold. Hence, gold is completely flipping to the upside right now. On top of everything, we have tensions between Russia and Ukraine. They're just intensifying, and that is the last thing we need right now. All in all, we're in desperate need for some positive news. But as you saw last week, Nvidia earnings were great, and we thought that will change the overall sentiment. I was feeling quite bullish, and of course, nothing happened because the market is extremely sensitive to geopolitical tensions as well. So I don't know what to tell you. My long positions completely wiped. It's just terrible. I'm looking to scalp and nothing is working right now, and I think today we'll probably be in for some shorts. Let's have a look who's here. First of all, we have Insider Club. Oh my god, go and follow Insider Club. They're absolutely amazing. We have Alberto, we have Pope. Thank you. He said happy birthday. Captain JJ is here. Million BTC. This is Crypto Love. Of course, we know who's here. I know everyone. Let's see who else. Samir Kun, Rafero. Of course, we said hi. Mozilander. You guys, this is Monday, but it doesn't feel very good, does it? Paul Premier is here. Sugar Cookie, are we good on sound? We're gonna move on right now. I've been thinking we should change the way our screens are organized just to have it a little bit more cool. I saw other streamers, they have this really good setup with prices running around and all kinds of cute stuff. All right, cool. You guys, you know what to do. Please restart the chat so I can see you because I'm gonna move my screen. Okay, we're 5 minutes in. 5 minutes in, I'm not seeing my screen. Here's the screen. All right, so today I've been watching the charts, and of course it's not looking good at all. Weekend was nothing. I don't want to say because I was about to say something bad. But anyway, we start the week and we kind of pumped to the upside, which was obviously a fake pump. And, for anyone who was here earlier today, obviously we have this liquidity sweep up here. So that is, a place where I was looking, okay, what is going to happen from here on? Are we going to go down? And then we dropped. But of course, actually, let's go back. Let's make this easier for everyone. So I was pretty much looking at the 4-hour time frame, and then I had my volume profile open. Hi, Mark. And then I saw that we've been playing around, and like we said also over the weekend, around this point of control in this volume profile here. And I was thinking, is this going to hold? So I wanted to see it today actually holding, even though if we look at the liquidity on a lower time frame, it's not looking great. We have lots of liquidity to the downside to catch, right? We're looking at this low, we're looking at this low, and then we're getting into the danger zone of 100K. Crypto Fart is watching from Egypt. Dedication. Yes, honestly, like my motivation level is quite low right now because I don't like to see the markets doing what they're doing, because essentially, even if you're like in a good position, you never know what's going to happen. I think, like, honestly, the best thing to trade is like gold at the moment. I don't see anything else. Hi, Alexander. So basically, right, I was looking at the markets. I couldn't see anything interesting this morning. And in fact, when I was free to trade, I was like, okay, this is going to be my area of interest. I want to see that point of control. Actually, let's remove the volume profile here. I want to see that point of control hold. And then I marked my areas of interest. If we get rid of the liquidity, you will see, like, I was looking at this wick on a 1 hour time frame down here that swept the liquidity below here and then moved to the upside, breaking structure and everything. Of course, I had a point of interest as well. So I was looking at, okay, is this going to be a good area to long? So for me, I think I was long with this move, and then I saw that it quickly retraced. I was like, I'm gonna play it safe, put my stop loss at break even, because do not forget there is also a short setup here that is brewing, right? I was really pretty much aware of these stacked highs here, and I was thinking that this is probably going to be it, right? You have this nice breaker block over here, so I thought we might pump at New York. And when I sent my trade on Discord, I showed you guys, like, it was very small. It was like 1-to-1, because I literally just wanted to see that high go, and that happened. So I would have hit take profit, but I entered a little bit prematurely, to be honest, because I did mark my wick, but also I need to prepare the stream at that time. So I'm like, let me enter now. And then, but then I was like, it's actually too risky because it can come back and it can decide to wipe it later on. So I didn't really want to risk it. But anyway, the idea of the trade was you mark pretty much your wick down here. This is on a 1 hour time frame. You want the consequent encouragement of that wick at the 0.5, which is pretty much this candle down here. I don't know if you guys see it. I mean, I can zoom for you. But you pretty much wanted to see a tap into the 50% of that wick down here, and then take the trade for those, relatively equal highs and the liquidity to be cleared. So very, very short scalp, nothing interesting, right? But that was the trade idea for anyone who was wondering what I was looking at. So this was it pretty much. And again, we're seeing now some sort of like, we're seeing double liquidity clearance right now to the upside and also to the downside as we speak, right? We have this liquidity sweep down here, we have this liquidity sweep down here. So which one is it gonna be? Like, I can't tell you right now. All I know is that price is trying to hold the point of control, but it's not doing a very good job. So I think we might need to sit that one out before we get a confirmation, which is going to be a break of structure either to the upside or to the downside, so we like make a decision. For now, it's not looking great at all. In fact, it's looking bearish, right? Because essentially you have the liquidity sweep and then you break the structure to the downside. So for me, this is like not looking good at all. In fact, it might be like a very soon short as we continue this live together right now, because honestly we have all this liquidity that we need to clear to the downside, and I won't be surprised if we start from right now, right? We start from right now. Like, all this needs to be cleared to the downside, and the 4 hour is trying to print a bullish candle right now. But who has birthday? Captain JJ? No way, happy birthday. Yay, twinsies. Yeah, we need to closely watch it, because also the 4 hour is going to give us more details on what's going on. But we just had a sweep right now down here. So yeah, this could print bearish, the next one could print bullish, but then the invalidation is like pretty close down here. So it's just like a big mess. I think we need to sit that one out, to be honest, you guys. On a higher time frame, we're gonna have a look. So basically, we're opening the month right now. So what we could be hoping is that the hope for me would be that, you know, June starts printing bearish, right? We start printing bearish and we create a wick into one of our areas of interest down here, from which then we could potentially see June create potentially another new all-time high, or just like play within that zone. And then as soon as July comes, we know what happens, right? In July, we spoke in the last 2 episodes of my live streams what I'm expecting, and you guys, you know, you need to remember this very well, because I'm expecting for July to be July, you know, August, September, all the way up until October. I'm expecting it to be a consolidation phase for Bitcoin, right? So it's not going to be very nice, right? Essentially, what you want to be doing right now, if you have any like long-term positions like on alts, you want to be securing, right? Or spot or whatever, because we are close to a time period where we don't really know, like, are you willing to hold for another 3 months and then like have this swings to the upside and to the downside where we don't know whether it's going to be like 30%, 20% pullback? We don't know that, right? Nobody knows, especially with all the geopolitical stuff that are happening right now. It's just, it seems really, really uncertain. I would be like securing my bags right now. So yeah, we pretty much taken liquidity, right? We were waiting for this high, previous all-time high, to be taken. We've taken liquidity, right? We closed pretty bearish on a daily time frame after that, and then we pretty much retested it, and then it's down for continuation from here, in my opinion, right? How deep is it gonna be? I cannot tell you, but like obviously the first area of interest that I'll be looking at is going to be the daily bullish fair value gap down here, right? And also combined with our 12-hour double supports that we have down here that used to be resistance, now they need to work as support. So let me know how you guys feel in the chat. I want to know what's been going on with you. Did you get any trades over the weekend? And by the way, if you haven't joined Discord, join, because the community is growing. It's going to be growing even more, substantially more. And I can assure you that in the next, you know, I don't know, probably until the end of the year, whoever is in my VIP OG space are going to get the priority for whatever giveaways I'm giving and stuff like that. And by the way, we had our trading competition that was running since April, I think. And we're closing it now next week, Monday, and we're gonna have 2 winners, and one is going to get $250, which are coming straight from my pocket for you guys, because I want to incentivize you for doing this challenge. And then another one is going to, the second place is going to get $50 award as well. I'm pretty flexible on that as well. We have few contestants in the challenge, so if you guys want to split the rewards like across everyone, we can also do that. Whatever you guys want, however you guys feel, we can discuss that. But yeah, overall, I'll be giving away $300 to my trading challenge competitors that found it very, very useful, actually. All right, so like we said, on a daily time frame, all we can hope for is that this daily fair value gap is going to hold, and we're hoping that we're gonna wipe all this liquidity nicely, get a nice wick that is going to give us a good entry, right? Because essentially we don't want to lose the 100,000 area, right? We really don't want to lose that, because if we start losing that, it's really not going to get pretty, you guys, I'm telling you. And anyway, but we're still in June, so that is telling me that June still has a momentum to the upside. Don't worry, Pope. Like nobody really actually in the trading competition knew how to trade, but it was very great because they would post their losses and they would learn together. Like it was pretty cool. All right, let's have a look at Ethereum right now because Ethereum is very, very interesting. Okay, so we're trading in that range at the moment for ETH, but most importantly is where is the range located for ETH, right? It's located at the high time frame 0.5 of the price range that we're trading on ETH for years. Now, ETH is not looking bad as of yet because it really needs to hold this area. We had a tap into the 12-hour support, which happened like last week, and that is good because we saw that this is holding and now we're just consolidating around the 0.5. So essentially from here, for me to get bullish on alts and everything, I need to see a clear break of that range, right, and a retest, and then I would be interested in longing alts again. So that means I'm going to be looking for a very, very secure entry from now on, because you know the reality of this whole thing is that, you know, ETH, let's move on a higher time frame. ETH is at the 0.5. Okay, that's perfect. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to like aggressively start losing the 0.5 because which is here. And if we start losing aggressively the 0.5, well, that's not going to be good at all. We don't want to see that whatsoever. But, you know, like I said, the reality of this whole setup is that ETH has this whole space and there is a massive fair value gap here. Sorry for the busy chart. Actually, let's get rid of the liquidity so there is less on the chart. Yeah, ETH has this massive, you know, weekly fair value gap that it could seek support into. Like that's also possible. And then ideally, we want to see the daily support here. If that happens, right? If we start bleeding, the daily support at 2,113 needs to hold, which is also going to be the equilibrium of the fair value gap as well. So if that happens, it's going to be also a pretty clear long, in my opinion, you guys, from here. And if we don't get to see that bleed, honestly, all you want to see is like a clear break of that range, right? You want to see on a lower time frame liquidity sweep to the downside, clear break of the range, and then retest, and that is when I'm going to be involved in alts again. So yeah, it's a pretty clear roadmap for me, and I don't want to be looking at anything else right now besides that. Sol. Now let's look at Sol doing the exact same thing, and I explained that earlier to the VIP members. If you haven't joined, you guys, on Discord, click the link, it's in description boxes, you can find it anywhere, whatever. So yeah, they know how we trade ranges, right? So when we have a range like losing the 0.5, we know that it's going to come down just like it happened here, and it's going to trade below the zero of the range. So that's exactly what we saw with ETH. And now, interestingly enough, or not interesting at all, is the fact that Ethereum is consolidating again, just like Solana, just like Ethereum is consolidating around the high time frame 0.5, which is essentially the same as here, right, but on a higher time frame. So we're consolidating right now here. So if this was to happen on this current range, it's going to look like this. Let me delete that. Let me delete that. So the price action that we're seeing on Solana right now, we want to get rid of that. Is something like this, right? Price is trading above, then it's retesting the 0.5, and it's currently sitting here. It's currently sitting here. So what we want to see is a rejection from this area. If we see a rejection, which is down here, essentially on a higher time frame, this is just a smaller time frame illustration. If we start rejecting from the 0.5 here with like force, this is going to be very, very bullish for Solana on a higher time frame, which is obviously really good. Yes, I love when you guys are active in the chat. Let me see what's happening. This music track is so pretty. Unfortunately, I can't hear it. I honestly, does it even play? Like, I can't even hear anything. Wait. Hi, Chris. Oh, there is a new one right now. I swear I can't hear anything, so we're just gonna pump the music a little bit. Anyway, so this is pretty much where we're seeing ourselves right now. Pretty bearish on Bitcoin still today. I honestly don't see any trades at this point. All I'm seeing is like bearish price action. And I would honestly, yeah, it looks like the 15-minute area that we were interested in this morning is trying to hold really hard. But again, like the liquidity sweeps and the rejections are pretty strong in my opinion. So what could happen here, same thing as down to the downside like we looked earlier. You know, you're generating liquidity essentially under the liquidity sweep wick, which is this one. You're generating liquidity, you're going to clear liquidity, tap into the 0.5 potential continuation. This is what could happen. Potential continuation to clear the rest of the liquidity that's sitting down here. So we're just gonna sit that one out. I think for me that's the safest option, because it's not enough for me to take a trade in a bearish price action just like that. Because honestly, like the way I look at it, all right, fine, you are getting a break right now of this breaker block or whatever. So now that's a breaker block essentially. You are getting a break, so it could be bullish, but this wick is really concerning to me, and I think that it could be a trap. So yeah, I mean 1 hour time frame you're starting to get confirmation. But if you want to be like extra secure, I think ideally what you want to be looking at is potentially price trading above 105,327. Like you want to break of that level up here to go long, like continuations long on that break. Like otherwise it's not secure for me at all. Yeah. All right, let's mark this. Actually, this is going to be interesting if we get a respect of that wick. On a 15-minute time frame. It is actually crazy because you're just like you're inverting fair value gaps one over the other, which should be essentially like a balanced price range at this point. So let's have a look at NASDAQ real quick to see what the sentiment is. Yeah, you're pretty much getting a weak fill at that moment right now. You know, this high over here cleared all the liquidity, which is here. Pretty much similar situation. And you have pretty much all this generated internal liquidity as well right now. The daily is just really ugly. Like if you look at the daily, we have this sell zone marked like weeks ago, even when price was trading up here. Could it be? Could it be? Gold is on the absolute breakage right now. Gold is absolutely ripping. Let's have a look if we see any order blocks. We need a higher time frame, please. Let's do the daily. Yeah, this whole thing here is actually a sell block, and price is coming from a mini buy zone. 15-minute time frame. Yeah, there's nothing for me to look for right now. It seems like it's going to be continuation. 4-hour time frame confirms that. It seems like there's going to be a continuation for gold until 3,422 at least. So that's obviously not very hot for the rest of the markets. Let's see if we're gonna get this rejection here. We might take a short. Because essentially what you had is at market open, you had the pump, you cleared the liquidity, then here you have somewhat clear of internal liquidity, somewhat tests into our zone of interest. So that's all right. Let's see if we can catch something here. Price is trading above the VWAP right now. Let's have a look if there is anything else. Trading above the low time frame point of control. I don't know if I want to trade today, but we might actually take that. Gold is rejecting. Only the 1 minute is bearish though. That's not enough for me. We're gonna do 3 over here. We're gonna target this. One minute. Let's have a look if we place our stop loss correctly, actually. Can we get a tap? So yes, you guys, you can join Discord. Link is in the description box. Sorry, I get quite distracted when I start trading. but hopefully we didn't miss the entry here. We might have missed it actually. This is so annoying. Hold on, we'll wait. Anyway, let's have a look at Bitcoin real quick. Gabby getting in the zone. Yeah, pretty much what's happening. We're probably gonna get a tap into this area. Can we please get a tap? Because usually we should be like I should be short, right? From the tap right here. But yeah, whatever. Anyway. Actually, I'm pretty sure I saw some more liquidity on NASDAQ. Yeah, but that was clear. We just need to get now a wick fill and continuation. Tap, tap. Sugar cookie is so funny. Anyway, you guys, yeah, these are the news. Pretty much nothing else interesting has happened today. This would have been probably one of the trades that I'm interested in right now. For NASDAQ, but yeah, due to risk, I just want to enter at where I want to enter, which was supposed to be here. So if I get a tap, I get a tap. If I don't get a tap, then it's whatever, really. I prefer to trade on Tuesday, actually. It would be great if we have a long stream with only you trading. Yeah, right, because it's so simple to just go ahead and speculate on the market. There is not trades all the time, right? Like you won't get opportunities all the time. But yeah. And the stream usually gets a little longer when I start to trade, because it's just how it is, you know? Even the 1 minute moves too slow at that point. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't take the entry at market up here. That would have been ideal, but anyway, we might get a tap. I don't want to risk more than like $200 for this trade, so that's it, we're in. We are in. All right, usually at this point, I just want to let it play out, cook for a little bit, and then we'll come back to it. Meanwhile, we'll see what Bitcoin is doing. See, this didn't really play out like that wick situation on Bitcoin. It's kind of similar with the NASDAQ actually trade, so let's hope that works at least. What do we say about wicks like this? They get filled, right? Like this candle over here, this one. When you get a wick like that, even on a daily time frame, then you know that it's most likely that the day after you're gonna get a wick fill like this. So okay, this is not good. That's a bit too violent. That's very violent. Okay, that's bullish. I think we need to get out of here. Oops, why am I drawing? Am I gonna get stopped here? Okay, I need to find an exit here quickly. Whoa, this was very close. Usually I wouldn't put my stop loss here. I'll put it a bit higher, but I don't want to risk more than $200. I could have entered with like 2 lots, to be fair. But yeah, I don't want to do that. No risk, no reward. Come on, let's go. Are you gonna send it higher or are you gonna send it lower? It should be a sell in my opinion, but yeah, I might be wrong. Not bad, not bad. For now. Another wick on the 3-minute. No risk, no Ferrari, yes. Exactly. No, stop it. Stop it right now. Give us a short. Honestly, I'm not even looking to hold until like full take profit. Like I'm fine with like $200 on this. It just needs to start cooking right now. Come on, gold. Yeah, so this is pretty much it. When you're trading, you're just sitting and you're waiting. For me, it is more no risk, no Singapore noodles. Singapore noodles? What does that have to do with anything? Okay, I'm not liking this at all. But I am not willing to move my stop loss. Not at all. How many points is that actually? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 34 points, that's more than enough for a stop loss. Yeah, it's trading a bit deep into the wick, so that's something that I don't want to see usually, because it's very risky like this. Like you usually want to tap and then okay, that's good, we're closing for $200 profit. Oh no, 100. All right, it's working. Okay, cool. Price is getting very volatile right now, so can I get my $200 back? We're moving stop loss to break even right now. Stop loss to break even, and we want to see this drop a little bit more. If I get another break even today, honestly, you guys, I'll be so pissed off. Can we just get $200 and close today, please? Nasdaq. It's honestly so annoying. I swear. No, stop it. Stop it. Oh. I was not quick enough to close profits, was I? What am I trying to do? I'm in a short scalp Nasdaq. I'm not trying to do anything. I just want to see it drop a little bit more so I can close profits. No, please don't take me out at break even. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh man, this is intense. I saw the drop and I was like, oh my god, I need to close, I need to close. But then I went and I changed my time frame, and that is gonna cost me now $200. No, don't take us out. Come on, Nasdaq, stop it. Scalping can be so energy draining. Yeah, it is. That's why I'm like trying not to put any energy into it right now. It's more like just in the zone, and it's more like zombie mode. You know what I mean? It's just nothing. I don't feel anything. But yeah. Hit the like, you guys. I haven't asked you to hit the like today. If you haven't hit the like button, do it. And also blow on the candles a little bit so they can go down for us. We don't want much. We just want $200 from this trade and we're out. Can we get that, please? So boring, I swear. I know Samir J's blowing on the candles. I can feel that. It's working. Do it more. Bye, Invisible. See ya. All right, cool. We might get 200 now. Can we get the 200? Yeah, almost there. Almost there. Here it is. All right, cool. Well, that's it. We did well. We did well. So here's a short scalp Nasdaq. Right, not bad. We could have held it a little bit more, but I don't see a point of holding anything on Monday, especially when I already took like a break even on Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm happy. 200 is fine, honestly. But yeah. So I think that's it. I'm not going to consider this day very interesting because I had a break even on Bitcoin. My alts from last week are completely destroyed. So it's just not worth doing anything right now, but like waiting for a little bit more extreme zones for me to take action. But I will be looking at the charts, of course, you guys, and then like if I find anything like, you know, a range or something like that, I will signal you immediately on what we can do. Hi, Anas. Yeah, sorry for the guys that are just joining. We just had a quick scalp on Nasdaq short up here in an area of interest, but we didn't want to hold because price is looking a bit uncertain right now. So we're just going to leave it at that. And I think that's it for today. What else is there to say? Oh, so many stacked highs here on ETH. That would be nice. But anyway, you guys, this is it for today. The week is only starting, and then I'll see you tomorrow as well. We'll do the same thing. We'll open some trades if there is anything. Tuesday, a bit more likely there is going to be something. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, definitely better days for trading than Monday. But let's have a quick look at Nasdaq. Did we miss out on anything? No, not really. I think it was the perfect time to exit, so it's fine. Thank you guys. All right, cool. I'll see you on Discord. And by the way, we have a new chat, not chat, but like channel box on Discord for like any questions you guys want to ask me, because I get a lot of you like sending me private messages and I can't reply to everyone, and sometimes the questions are repeating, so I think it's way easier if we do that from now on. I'll like just have this section and just chat in there. Do you guys feel like Monday is like when you have the weekend and you're like chilled out, and then Monday you have to like be back on it, and it's just like, oh no, I still want it to be the weekend. I feel like that. It's really annoying. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So yeah, that's it pretty much. Nothing else. We need to monitor closely what's the situation economically. Public holiday in Australia. Okay, pretty awesome. What are you guys celebrating in Australia? Yeah. Have a nice day, you two guys. I'm just gonna chill right now. Probably I'm gonna watch some Netflix. Of course, I'm gonna like edit the stuff for you guys, and then I'm gonna post it, and I'll see you all on Discord. Western Australia Day. Okay, so you have Western and Eastern. That's kind of funny. See you guys. Oh, when the first settlers came in. Okay. Interesting. Well, happy Westerner Australian Day. All right, take care, everyone. And don't forget to put the like. And also, you can actually leave a comment below the live stream. It really helps. Just say one word. It doesn't matter. Just say hi, Gabby, or supporting Gabby, or whatever. It really helps for the algo. And all we're trying to do is push the algo, right? 2nd of June for Bulgaria. Yes. Yes. I actually watched something really funny in regards to Bulgaria and Los Angeles. They're celebrating 3rd of March in Los Angeles as the friendship day between Bulgaria and Los Angeles for some reason, or Beverly Hills, something like that. I'm not sure. Quite funny. Anyway, love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Love to chat with you. It's honestly my favorite time of the day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.